Hello, and welcome to Crits and Knits, a just knits episode today, an and knits episode today.
It's
Hi,
it's knits and knits.
it's yeah,
Knits
it's
and
knits
knits.
and knits, lots of knits, all
Knits and
knits.
knits and knits.
There we go. How's everyone doing?
Surviving.
You know, sometimes that is the best we can do, and that's okay.
I keep seeing it in memes and stuff. The horrors persist, yet so do
But
I.
so do I.
Yeah, that feels about right. Yep, that's about it. But hey, we're here, and hey, we've got 7 viewers tonight. What?
Wee!
That's more than us. We're just 3.
Okay, I'm like one of them.
I never know if it actually counts me as one when I'm watching in the stream manager. Does that count me as a viewer?
It says moderator Danielle Lanois, so
Okay, so I guess I am technically watching. I mean, I am
Yep.
watching, but it counts me. But still, that means there are 4 people that aren't us. So hi, people
yeah.
that aren't us. Welcome.
I love all 4 of you.
Yes, you are all fantastic.
Thank you for joining. Well, I think I love all 4 of you. That one maybe not so much. I don't know.
Oh, shh, just don't tell them that. It's fine. Well, I don't know what we do. We usually start with what are we knitting, right?
yeah.
What are we knitting? Or what if have we finished anything? We'll start with that. We'll take it a little differently today.
I finished my socks that I talked about last time.
The first sock too?
Yeah, these are the socks that give Danny the
Oh,
heebie-jeebies.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. They're cool.
Because,
They're pretty. They're very pretty.
because they're so pretty. And I knitted got the blue on the toe in one, and on the cuff. That's called a cuff in the other one.
Yep.
So anyway, yes, I just washed them today, and so they're still a little damp. So I'll hang them up when we're done again. But yes, so much fun.
Yay.
The knit circus yarn and the fish lips kiss heel and like a made up broken rib pattern where I did math on the number of stitches that were
Oh,
on
that's right.
there,
You had
which
a
was
weird combo of stitches on that one.
yeah, I was yeah, there's 68 stitches, and so I was I had to do something that would fit in 34 because on the foot I'm keeping it stockinette on the bottom of the
Right.
foot, so that was just on the top. So it was like knit two, purl two, knit three, purl three, knit four, knit three, purl. It was
There was
all
a lot
sorts.
going on. That's fine.
There was that, but
But they
it
look great.
balanced. It's balanced. It looks great. I mean, if you don't really look closely, it looks like it's
Just a standard
they're
broken rib.
even. Yeah, there's a standard broken rib or something. So
Okay.
mission accomplished there. So yeah.
Yay.
Um, So yeah, so that is the only thing I finished, and then I started another pair of socks. So here's my
Those are Christmassy looking.
yeah, it's some Christmas yarn. I
Okay.
think it's called Holly Jolly is the colorway, and it. So I have a story
Oh, we like story
about
time.
these socks. So as you can see, green contrasting toe here and heel, and then the red and white. It came as a set. And so it had a regular skein and a mini skein, and I was like, okay, this is great. I'll do the toes and heels in the green, and if there's enough, I'll do some green cuff as well, and everything. So I started toe up, and thank you all. Last time we talked for convincing me to go watch The German Man and talking about the Turkish cast on, and I enjoyed that, and that's what I did, and so it was great.
Yay.
And so yeah, indeed. So I did all my little green, and I switched over here, and then I got to my heel, did another fish lips kiss heel, and then I knitted up some more, and then I was looking at my my leftover green because it was still sitting out. And I was like, I'll put it back in my thing. So I've got like this much left over,
That's
and I was like,
not much.
that's what I thought.
That's not a lot.
It's, I said, I don't know if this is going to be enough to knit
And
another heel
toe.
and another toe, much less any ribbing. So I'm like, huh. So I weighed it, and this is 2.7 grams.
Oh, that's not gonna be enough.
And I thought, that's, I don't even know if that's enough for a toe, much less a toe and a heel. And
Oh.
so then I looked at my notes where I had weighed it ahead of time, and it was like 10.3 grams. I was like,
Oh.
oh,
Is a
that
little
wasn't a 20,
baby.
that wasn't a 20-gram mini skein. It was like a nano skein.
Oh.
Oh
And
dear.
then I said, I wish I knew that before I knitted up the heel because I could have just done toes,
Right.
green toe on each of them, and it would have been fine. And I had already knitted the heel and like an inch or so above it, and I was
Mm.
not going to go
No.
back and take that out. Even if I discovered it right after finishing the heel, I probably wouldn't have taken it out. So anyway, when I finish it, I'll do the toe and the other one, and when I get to the heel, I'm trying to decide if I want to like reserve more of my Holly Jolly red and white and just do a red and white heel. But I'm leaning to just going in my like scrap stash and finding something. It won't be green because I don't think I have any green fingering, but I'll find something else and it'll be
It'll be
if you
something.
thought you thought my Nick Circus socks gave you the
Oh
heebie-jeebies,
no.
Danny. You just wait until I'm done with this.
Oh, I can't wait to see
maybe
what you come up with for that.
maybe
It'll
that's
be.
my quest this year is knit a pair of socks every month that gives Danny the heebie-jeebies.
Ah, I feel so loved.
We'll call it
That's
Sockward.
that's very awkward.
Oh.
That's my Valentine's present for you, Danny.
Oh, that's awkward pairs. I love it. Oh goodness.
That's what I got.
That's fantastic. How about you, E? Have you finished anything?
No, because I'm still working on the big blankie of many
Ooh.
colors.
It's so pretty. I love all those colors.
This is just random worsted from my stash. It's all acrylic. Um, I'm not sure I'm loving the orange against gray, but
Mm, that's what it is.
it is what it is. Um, I have a couple more inches to go before I turn the next corner to decrease down to the
The
opposite
final
corner.
corner. I love it.
Um, yeah, I I changed to the gray this morning. I finished up the orange last night, and I pulled out of my bag that I threw a bunch of yarn in a light blue, and I was like, this is a really big ball. I don't know if I want to do this whole ball in this blanket
Yeah,
just because
a
it's a
lot.
good size. Like I could probably make something with that. I could probably make something with this too, but how often do I use gray?
I, I mean, I use gray all the time, but that's because I love gray. So
I'd make a
I don't
hat.
know. I can always buy more.
that is true. That's a thing that we could do. No one's going to
Yep.
complain about you buying more yarn.
Well, yeah, that's the point of this is to like make some space because my Rubbermaid container is like I have to like smush the top down to get it to close. So
Yep.
They also make more Rubbermaid containers.
they do, but I have a space in my closet
Yeah, you're
that
not yet at
fits
the point
that one Rubbermaid.
where your storage is just your house.
I do not live in my own
Yeah.
house, so I
Yeah.
must live within my means.
There's
That
I've
is such a blessing.
yeah, there's something about when your house is the box. Yeah.
It's
Greg's making that same face. We both have houses that are boxes
yeah,
now, aren't they?
right.
Yep.
We are goldfish. The goldfish grows to the size that they live in.
You the one good thing about that is you can have some semblance of organization in your stash, whereas mine is just all thrown in the
Okay.
Rubbermaid. Like
Yeah.
I got like a Christmas ornament organizer
Hmm.
set up, and that just
Didn't
I
work.
couldn't figure out how to make it work for me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, do I organize it by
Yeah.
color? Do I organize it by fiber? Do I what do I do? Do I do it by weight? And I was just like, screw this, it's just all going back in their individual Ziploc bags
Yeah,
in
there's
the
something
Rubbermaid.
to be said for having enough yarn to categorize a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that's such a sweet thought, E. Uh it's like, yes, in theory, it could be organized and there's space to do that. But the difference between theory and practice is that in theory they're the same, but in practice they're not.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I wore my Knit Circus Rainbow Road socks for the first time yesterday.
Ooh,
They're quitters.
they're quitters.
oh,
Oh,
They're quitters. They
they fall
slide
down.
down. Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to live with
No.
it because they're super cute. So
Well, the other thing you could do if you want to put in the effort, because maybe you don't, but you can unknit the cuff, like just rip out the cuff and reknit it on smaller needles, or you can get elastic thread at most craft stores and
yeah.
hold that double with your yarn, and that helps
The
too.
trouble is the bind off is pretty tight, even though I did the surprisingly stretchy bind off. So it like stays up for a little while and then it gets stretched out throughout the day and just whoop.
Yeah. The other thing that
You could get garters.
might, yeah,
Sock
that's an
garters.
option.
There we go. Problem solved.
I was having that problem with um a cozy that I made for a cup,
Hmm.
and I solved it by using fabric paint and doing little like half-inch long lines of fabric paint along the ribs on the inside and letting
Oh,
it
little
dry so it
grippies.
was grippy.
Hmm.
I don't know if you want to do that to fancy socks, but it worked for my cup
Mm.
holder.
I don't think my leg hairs would like that.
Yeah, that is a thing that would be perhaps less than comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thought, though.
You could also just get
Right.
some elastic thread and weave it through.
Yeah.
And
If I do anything, I'll probably do that.
yeah,
But I'm probably just going to live with it.
I mean, that's an option too. All the
So
decades are coming back.
quitters aside, what do you think about the comfort of the fact that knit circus yarn is like hugging your foot?
Primo.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I could put it on without looking at it. You know, like if you blindfolded me and I put those socks on. Those are one of the only pair of socks. Well, I've got two sets of knit circus now, three now. Ones I just did. They're the only ones that I know by feel easily.
Nice.
Very distinctive.
We should talk to them about becoming a fiber friend.
We should. This is a thing for us to consider because they'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
there's no downside. We're already giving them free advertising. Why not some more?
Exactly. And speaking of fiber friends, don't forget to visit Tanis Knits, our current fiber friend. Although I think we're coming to the end of that time frame. Yes, it's above Greg's head.
Like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm pointing at it.
Yay!
It's like I'm a professional almost.
I have done some stuff.
Of course.
I finished spinning this. I meant to grab the tag, but it is a rock and string creation, and she is now
It is
Hinks and Handmade.
stunning.
I love this.
Stunning.
It is. I'll bring it a little closer. It's a single, but it was so multicolored that it looks barber pole-y, and that's why I decided to leave it a single because I felt like applying this on itself would be too much going on.
Would muddle it up, yeah.
So it's slightly overspun for a single. You can see that there's some little bits where it's like pigtailing back on itself because I hadn't planned initially to make it a single, but that's okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I did not measure the yardage yet, but I've washed it and thwacked it and laid it out to dry, and the twist is very nicely set, and I'm very happy with it, and it's so soft. It's a merino nylon blend, and I love it. It was colors that I picked out because it's colors that my nieces love, so I was going to do something for them, but I don't know, maybe I might do something for me because I like it. But I need to cast on something with it soon because I'm really bad about not knitting with my hand spun and just letting it collect forever. I'm like, no, it's pretty. I should do something
I mean,
with it.
you say you're really bad about that, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That is a perfectly reasonable thing to do with handspun as well.
Yeah, but I feel like it
You
gets
can make
sad.
it and collect it.
That's true. And I've given away some of my hand spun too. Because I know people who like knitting with it, but don't like spinning it, so.
Right.
Ooh, I should see if DB likes the colors. Because DB does not want to spin at all. And that's cool. That's cool. I pulled out some old project bags. And I wanted to finish some stuff. So I finished a pair of socks for me. These are the Stone Table socks by Lisa K. Ross. They are part of her Socks of Narnia Volume 2 collection. This is the second pair that I have knit from that collection. I've got all 4 patterns, and I'm planning to knit them all, but I started in October, and I knit 1 pair, and then life happened, and I cast these on, but hadn't finished them. But they've got like a twisted faux cable thing going on, and I love the twisted stitches that make this really pretty sort of star and diamond type pattern. So I finished those, and I finished my husband's. I think these are the Anakin socks, the Star Wars Sock Saga socks. They're her Galactic Battle from Mustache Yarns. They're just a fish lips kiss heel. But I finished my husband's socks, and I have cast on the toe for mine, but they're upstairs next to the bed because that's where I'm working on them right now. But
You should enter them in the Fish Lips Kiss Heel sock giveaway on
I
Ravelry.
should. I might have to do that. And I've been working on two other things. This is my downstairs knitting, my podcast knitting. This is my muscle burra. And it's got to come upstairs soon because I only have this much yarn left. And I need to have 11 grams to finish stuff on the hat. But then I want to have another 2.1 grams for the other thing that I've been working on because I've been in such a cast on mood. But I have so many whips that I don't have enough. Well, no, I do have enough needles. I don't have enough space. I'm running out of project bags. And I have a lot of project bags. So I'm running out of project bags. So to satisfy my need to cast on, I have.
Before you tell me about that,
Yes.
pick up what your yarn was on your muscle burr again.
So
tell me about this.
This
what is this?
is a 3D printed spindle, and it just spins as you pull your yarn. You make your cake and you stab it on the needle, and it just sits on this little thing and it spins, and it is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I am loving it. And it whirls. I don't have to worry about it getting caught on anything. I like to pull from a center pull ball, but when you get to the end, it's all collapsing in on itself and it's kind of a mess. But this is great because I've got it just sitting on my counter, and I love it.
Yeah. So I also enjoy pulling from a center pull ball, and I made up a little yarn cozy out of yarn for my yarn.
Yep.
And so that's what I'm doing here. It's like, I see you like yarn, so I got you a yarn cozy for your yarn to do the stuff.
So you can yarn while you yarn.
Yeah.
I can yarn my yarn, right?
There
exactly.
You go.
And so then as I deplete it, it gives it a hug. It's hugging it and helping it out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't roll around and stuff. So thank you.
Yeah. So that's
I love gadgets.
My little toy. So I love
Yes.
it. I've got two of them. And it's great because the center spindle is like the perfect size for coming off of a winder.
Right.
And if you're doing it at the right time, you just put your spindle upside down and whoop, right from the winder onto the spindle, and boom, there you go. It's fantastic.
That's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
I could watch videos of that all day long.
Mm-hmm. So to satisfy my cast-on feelings, I've been working on my scrappy blanket.
Hey.
And so it is big. It is 24 squares across, and they're about 2 inches wide, so it's about 48 inches wide. And that is the perfect width to go over my my lap in my recliner. And so I can show you which ones I've done. So starting with this and going this way, I've done a lot.
Uh-huh.
I can count them, but Greg will tell me all of his numbers. So,
if you're going to share some numbers, I'm happy to share the numbers.
40.
Numbers are cool. There's literally an infinite supply of them.
I have done 54 squares in the last 2 weeks.
That's a deck of cards and the jokers.
It is. Yeah, so I'm making some good progress, and it's wide enough to cover my lap in the chair, and it is long enough that it covers me from like hip to knee. So it's gonna just keep going on. I have at least 30 more leftover bits of sock yarn to add to it. So I'm not running out soon, but soonish. But I've got some more. I've got some bigger squares that are self-striping yarn, and I've got a lot more self-striping yarns to put in, so that will take up a little bit more space. But that's what I've been working on. Yes, Mom, that one's staying with me. It is souvenirs of every pair of socks that I've knit that I've given away to other people, and But I use about 2.1 grams of fingering weight per little square, which means that I
I should
can
just send.
use a lot of ends.
I should just send you the other green yarn.
Well, I was just thinking, I'll look through what I've got because I've had a bunch of greens. Like, there's several shades of green in here. I'll look and see if I've
Mhm.
got like a good green that might be a potential coordinating
Sure.
match. I'll see what
Yeah.
I've got.
Don't hurt yourself on it, because I've got plenty of scraps, and I don't mind it looking right wacko. So
But I might mind.
yeah. Well, it's funny because like I was at my knit club at my daughter's school this morning, which is or not this morning, earlier this week, which is lots of fun. It's like there was like two of us that show up, two or three of us that
That's
show
fun
up
though.
and knit for an hour, and then after we drop our kids off and go home. But I was telling the other person who was there my woes about it, and she says, "Oh yeah, that's rough." I said, "But you know what? Look," and I held my foot up. I was like, "You can't see the heel on this sock, so
That is true. That is
like,
true. You can't see it, so it's not a problem.
no, it's not." But you'll know it's there because I will tell you.
Yes, yes, you will. So, do we want to do our giveaway today?
Might as well.
You're
Might
the
as well.
It's a
boss.
holiday.
You're the
We said we were
boss.
going
Yeah,
to. Um,
yeah.
we have 2 entries. Does one of you have dice handy?
No.
Yes.
Okay, Greg does. Greg gets to roll, and I just need to know even or odd. So roll whatever die you
Yes.
want,
All right.
and it's going to be number one will be odds, number two will be evens, because
It is even.
it is even. So that is going to be Raspberry Crafts.
Yay!
So I will
Congratulations.
DM you, and you can send me your information, and I will send you the lovely skein. Oh, don't knock over everything. The lovely skein of Fireball.
Woo.
That is so cool. It was fun reading the Fireball stories.
Yes, I liked reading about those. Next episode that we have, like our actual whole group again, we will announce our final SAF giveaway. We have one more skein of yarn and a bag. So we have things to send.
Exciting.
That is going to be the plan. Yay, I'm excited.
I can hardly contain myself.
Also excited to not be tempted by the yarn anymore because it's just sitting there and being so pretty, and I really
So
like it.
pretty.
It's so pretty. I want to make stuff. It's
Yeah.
so pretty. It's fine.
And when we talked about staff, like almost all of them were like, "You could keep this, use it, or give it away." Talk, yeah.
I know,
So
I just want to use it all,
so
but no.
It was
tempting.
tempting.
It was so tempting.
So tempting.
But no, we're doing giveaways because we love our viewers and everyone who
do.
comes and hangs out with us. We're very appreciative of everyone who pops into Discord. I know we're not like the chattiest group, but I think we're probably the best group. We're super friendly, super chill, lots of dad jokes, lots of
It's
yarn.
been a minute. I should drop some more dad jokes in.
Yeah, it has been. Well, it's only been like a week since the last dad joke, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yes, I did enjoy finding that haiku joke. Like, that made me think of you.
Yes. I appreciate a good haiku and a good haiku joke.
Yep.
I remembered that I had saved a post from Forbidden Fiber Co. on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I should make, because it was like, oh, mark your calendars, this is going on sale on X. I was like, oh, I should look at that. Now I'm just like going down their whole catalog, like almost crying because it's so beautiful.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
I am going to drop a link in the chat to my sites. That's my bio.site, which will give you links to my patterns on Ravelry, and also to the Ko-fi page for my dog's surgery.
A doggy.
But my patterns are still on sale. So if you are looking to pick up some patterns at a discount, you can use the code Hershey on Ravelry and pick up any of my patterns that are paid patterns for 25%. I think I said 25% off. And all my free patterns are still free. I can't take a percentage off free.
You can get 25% off of those too.
There you go.
You know what? Double it. Give them 50% off of the free ones.
There we go. Yes, 50% off all free patterns. So,
Nice.
yeah, I've had several little pattern sales, and that's been nice. And I've got
That is good.
I don't have the sample here because I gave it away as a gift, but I have a pattern that I am looking for testers for. So if anyone wants to test an adorable little mushroom guy pattern, hit me up. I have a whole little testing Discord that I can add you to, and it's a very simple pattern. Knit, purl, knit two together, slip, slip, knit, make ones, knit front, back. Nothing crazy complicated. So if anyone wants to test, hit me up. 'Cause yeah. Ia's making faces. Did you see something really cute?
They
I was
have
like,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh. Oh,
Are you okay?
there's just
No.
too much good yarn.
Do you need another Rubbermaid tote?
I do. I do.
We need
And
to
I
get
need
a
a
bigger
job
box.
to pay for this yarn.
Oh yeah, that part is a challenge too. Oh goodness. It's been a long week.
And it's only Wednesday.
It is
Right.
only Wednesday.
It's only Wednesday.
I have lost all concept of time. Everything is weird and blends together uncomfortably.
Bless you.
Oh, bless you.
Have you guys got anything else you want to chat about?
I mean, I'm open to chat about anything, but I really got nothing to seed the pie with.
Yeah, in between knitting, I'm just playing Assassin's Creed and doing job search stuff, so
There
that
was
is my life now.
there was a video game that was on an open beta this weekend.
Skull and Bones?
Yes, the pirate one. Did you play that at all?
Mhm. No.
Okay.
I looked at the trailer and I was like, I don't like MMORPGs.
Okay,
I want to be by myself, not depending on other people.
gotcha. I really had no idea what it was about. I know that my husband wanted to play it, and he did it on his stream for a little bit, and I didn't really pay attention to it because I was doing other things, and then I tried paying attention, and I missed all the story at the beginning, so I had no idea what was going on. But I thought, pirates! He likes pirates.
I do. I do.
All the pirates.
Yeah, in fact, we saw a trailer for it on TV this morning, or
Oh, wow.
YouTube rather, and my mom was like, "Oh, look!" and I'm like, "I know." Thanks.
Yeah.
You see me.
We have talked in the past about maybe doing a knit along. What's the interest in that? We've sort of kicked around the idea very, very gently.
I do not recall this at all. I don't
I'm knitting.
disbelieve you.
I'm knitting all the time. If what I'm knitting works with like other people knitting at the same time, I'm down for that or whatever. So
Okay.
What do people ordinarily do in a knit along? Like obviously, I mean, what types of projects? Not obviously you knit, but
So there's a lot of different options depending on what that particular group feels like. It could be as sort of as open-ended as we're doing a sock knit along, and you get, if it's something that has prizes, you get points for every sock that you do and get your name in for a prize at the end. Or, it could be as specific as we all are interested in this one same specific scarf pattern, and we're all going to knit it at the same time. We're all going to cast on at the same time. So that
what would be a good one for that?
Which one?
The Baker Street scarf.
That's what I was thinking. Because it's got all the geekiness, it's got fun stuff like that.
And for the time that I was working on it, I did enjoy it before I realized I did not have enough yarn to complete it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read.
And Ren really liked it.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of a very classic scarf.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be a specific pattern that everyone decides they're going to knit. It could be a more generic thing. It could be, let's all knit something from it's a really long title. The Disney's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of words. Yes, that one.
Here you go. You can read it.
Disney Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Official Knitting Guide to Halloween Town and Christmas Town. So it could be that...
And I highly recommend the one on page 181.
It could be that we all decide we're going to knit something out of that book. Or more general, we're all going to knit something out of one of Tanis's books. Or find a designer that we all like and say, we're all going to knit something by this designer. Or say, I mean, it's a little late for a Valentine's knit-along type thing now, but say we all want to do something Valentine's themed. Or...
Valentine's happens every year.
It does. It does.
It could be a year-long knit-along.
It really could be.
Like that's what we do over on Unraveling, is like we've got the fairs and festivals knit-along. It's right. All year long. You knit stuff if you enter in your local fair or any kind of fair or festival, counts in the knit-along.
There you go. So yeah.
We do a knit-along of like knit something that is like in the RPG, can be associated with an RPG somehow. Like if you can convince me that your hat is D&D related, I'm down with that. Your socks are, or whatever.
And those open-ended ones can get some really fun entries because it's however you decide to interpret it.
Like for example, for an RPG one, you could do like a dice bag, such as the one found on page 181 in the Disney Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Absolutely.
I can't even say that one.
But we know which one we're talking about. Everyone knows which one we're talking about. You put in all those words, and you'll get it in the search engine. It will direct you appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be fun.
And it looks like we've got at least...
How do we determine prizes?
Well...
Or do we have to do prizes?
We do not have to do prizes.
Have to. No.
Okay.
I know that my...
Sense of accomplishment is the prize.
Yeah, my local yarn shop, every couple of months, picks a pattern and does a knit along where we just all are knitting the same thing. And the nice thing about that is that, especially if it's something that's got like a newish stitch or something unusual about the construction, is you've got 4 or 5 people all doing the same thing, and you can say, okay, I'm having problems with this on our next Zoom call. Let's can we all pull it up and show me what yours looks like, and let's see what I'm doing weird. Why can't I figure it out? And it's that sort of like support group for your specific project. It's a lot easier at our shop in person, where we all just go sit down and spread everything out on the table and go, okay, that's too many stitches. I've got too few stitches. I see where I knit 2 together there, and I didn't mean to. But, we're getting very skilled at doing things virtually. So.
Indeed. Look, we got your mom and Darkin chiming in with some Easter and D&D Easter ideas over
D&D-ster.
D&D-ster. Ooh, that could be all sorts of fun to run with that. D&D-ster.
I do love a portmanteau.
Yes. There are a bunch of like dragon patterns. I'm sure I could find a dragon and an egg pattern. Or just a little dragon and make a big egg that I could put the dragon into.
Hmm.
Pastels.
Yes. Ooh, that would be a fun way to use up scraps. Is by doing like
Rabbits.
a patterny Easter egg.
Oh my gosh, rabbits
Rabbits. They're
with
coming
like
for my ass.
Oh, I
little
have a
patches
rabbit
on them and
pattern.
stuff.
Oh, oh, yes, yes.
These are delightful ideas.
These are delightful ideas. I kind of want us to do a D&D stir knit along.
We'll have to run it by the rest of the gang.
Yes, we will. Absolutely.
We've got quorum here. And also, like with the rest of the gang, it's like we are
They're
like the
all
most
really
laid
chill. Like,
Yeah,
we are the most laid backest people
we
ever.
really are. And honestly, if someone doesn't want to do it, we're not going to give them a
You're
hard
gonna
time.
have to.
Exactly.
Right.
Or, find something that you're knitting on that's pastel, and that's an Easter thing, and there, you fit the theme.
And you're either part of or watching a D&D stream.
Exactly.
Okay, there you go.
oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
knitting while playing D&D. This fits.
Listening to
D&D
Kryptonite
There we go.
podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that idea. We will toss it around a little bit more in our Discord, firm up a little bit of details, and then we will post, if we decide to do it, we'll post details in our Discord as well.
Sounds like playing.
Look at that. Fantastic. We do love a portmanteau. Oh, I love it. And now I'm running out of steam again.
Well, that took a lot. I mean, it's been
It
a long
did.
week, and that was like a large creative effort that just happened live in front of everybody.
There you go. That's the way the brain works sometimes. It just explodes.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Yeah.
I discovered a problem with metal needles,
Oh no.
and the problem is they wear differently.
Oh yeah. Yeah, depending on which direction you're going.
This is not the first time this has happened to me.
I may have made a mistake selecting the needles for this blanket.
Mhm.
I started this a long time ago. In fact, Ravelry may tell me when I started it. It might have been before I was putting dates on my Ravelry projects, which tells you just how long ago it was, but it is in my projects. There it is. My sock blanket is what I called it. I started it in 2013. I've been knitting on it for 11 years.
You've been knitting on it so long, you don't have to put it on a resume.
Oh, wow. Wow. When I started it, I was keeping track of what all the yarn came from. Oh, that was really cute. I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I'm the
Aw,
same.
pass, Danny.
Yeah.
When I started my miter square blanket, I was like, this is yarn that I use in such and such a sock, or my friend, such and such gave me this yarn. And now it's like I had an Excel, like as a Google Sheets a spreadsheet that was like I color each cell. This square was such and such.
Yep.
This square was such and such. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That so appealed to like the computer science geeky dude in me, and
Yep.
then it completely did not appeal for the guy who had to keep up with it.
Yeah. Well, and it appealed while I was keeping up with it. Like, as soon as I finished a pair of socks or something, I would add yarn to the blanket. But then I
Right.
got into some stuff where I didn't use the whole skein, but I had more than enough to do other things with it. So I didn't want to use it for the sock blanket right away.
Right?
Anyway, the point is, I'm using some needles that I got in Canada. They're bamboo needles. They're DPNs. It's a set of 4. So I only have the 4. And they are 2.5 millimeter. Not 2.25, a US 1, and not 2.75, a US 2. It's 2.5, which is a 1.5.
Yeah. I've
which
seen what it has before.
is really hard to find.
Yeah.
So the pair that I'm working on right now, instead of being straight, they're curved because I've been using them
Oh,
for 11 years.
oh,
Hmm.
wow.
So um, I'm crossing my fingers that I don't accidentally break them. But then my plan had been, once I finished it all, to pick up along the edges and do just like a black border to even out everything because it's a little bit wompy just because you're picking up stitches and stuff. But I don't have a 1.5 or 2.5 millimeter really long needle. So,
Mm,
but you know what? That's a
crocheted
problem
edge.
for future.
I was about
Oh,
to say
crochet
crochet
edge.
edge. Yeah.
I could do that. I've got lots of crochet hooks. I could do that. That might be the
Your
edge.
your your mom can look for some too.
Oh my,
Ah,
I thought
yes.
I found the cutest
Yes, please, Mom.
pattern
Do tell.
for our D&D stir.
Yes,
Let me
please.
see if I can get a which of these many pictures is the best picture of it. There we go. I'll share it in the Discord. I don't have privileges. I don't think you can share pictures in the Steam or the Twitch, not the Steam.
The steam.
Me brain broken.
Brains are like that.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Ah,
I'm trying to
it
find.
is Lamb by Claire Garland.
Oh, oh, I love Claire Garland stuff.
Little baby
It's so
sheep.
cute. Aww.
And I'm a sucker for plushies.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I just found a pattern of a dragon coming out of an egg, which I kind of love.
Frühlingssocken mit Häse. Spring socks with bunny.
Bunny socks. I love it. Well, we're I think we're doing this.
Right.
We'll work out the details, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're doing this. This is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe this will be my excuse to get some of the the dragon scale. Um, they're not
Oh, the
beads.
little
The scales.
scale mail pieces.
Yeah, scale mail pieces, and maybe I'll make like a dragon scale something. Because I've been
And
wanting to.
that's a great idea. You should definitely do it.
I mean, it's a good excuse, right?
Yep.
Mm.
I will support you 100%. I love
Mhm.
spending other people's money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that money part that is maybe not the best plan.
It's okay. You deserve it.
But honestly, I probably have a bunch of dragon stuff in my library. Oh, it says I've got some dragon
Mm-hmm.
stuff in my library. Kino Knits did a shawl called Dragon's Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you do that
Tanis,
one?
DB was working on that one.
DB did that one.
Yeah.
Tanis just recently released a cowl that is a dragon-based cowl because it's Year of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's right.
Oh,
Oh.
kind of too late to start that, but
Apparently, I've already knit some Dragon Island socks by Lisa K. Ross.
There you
yay.
go.
Okay. Oh, and there's a designer called Dragon Horde Designs. And I've got a bunch of her stuff in my queue,
Mm-hmm.
or their stuff, including a really cute little tank top. Ooh. Ooh, there's so many options. I love this.
Bet you can't just pick one.
I can't. I cannot. Plus,
Bunny bag
I love
could
it.
easily be a dice bag.
Oh, absolutely.
You can put dice in anything.
This is also true.
Yes. There's so many cute little. Oh, look at those bunnies with the little floppy ears. Okay, yeah, we're enjoying these options.
Any excuse to just troll Ravelry and look at all the cool stuff people make.
Pretty much. Ooh.
and the absolutely buck wild things that people make.
Yes.
It's like more power to them, but I
wow.
will not be like some of these things. Like I will not be doing that.
Yeah.
The old mature content section.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Ooh, I wonder if this will. How will this link? Share this. And do that.
Drops design has a lot of Easter socks. Are they good, or are they like one of those like super prolific things that people are like about?
Drops?
Yeah.
I find their patterns hard to read.
I did my first ever pair of socks. I did their like reindeer knee socks, and that was a mistake because I'd never knit socks before, and starting with knee socks was a mistake.
That is a choice to make, yes.
And they were top down, and by the time I got finished, they did not fit my calf, and I didn't realize until I was all the way down.
Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, I still have them, but they're just gathering dust.
Yeah. That's always a hard thing to find, is someone with small calves when you make something that is too small.
Yeah.
Small calves and the right size feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stop looking at Ravelry on the other screen now because it's just going to keep me distracted for a good long stretch of time while I think about dragons and eggs and bunnies and all those fun things.
Oh my.
I have a pattern for a bunny.
I crocheted a bunny. It's right here.
Aww, that's so cute.
A little bunny tail.
Oh.
Maybe I don't. I made these. The pattern is called Tiny Baby Bunny, and they're about yay big. And
the ones that are like beans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did NaNoWriMo for many years, and I was a municipal liaison for many years. And one of the things that I did was I knit these little bunnies, and we called them plot bunnies. And I gave them out to everyone who came to our meetings. So I had made hundreds of plot bunnies over the years. So somewhere I've still got that pattern. Now I could make some more plot bunnies. So I don't need them anymore.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, they're cute, but I don't know what I would do with lots and lots of little tiny baby bunnies.
That is a question for future Danny.
Actually, I know what I would do. I would collect them in a bag. And the next time I go visit my sister, because she doesn't watch this show, so she doesn't get to find out, and I would just leave little plot bunnies all over her house and let her kids find them.
Yes.
Number them.
Oh. And skip some numbers.
Oh, goodness. Yep.
Did you buy number 17 yet?
Oh, yep. Oh,
I love it.
She might kill me. I don't know. What do you think, Mom? Good plan? Bad plan?
That's great. We need a ruling from Danny's mom on this one.
Yeah. Turn to Mom down. She'll love me for it. Oh, yep. Yep. She'll do something. Oh. What she'll really love is the fact that I gave her kids an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's not the best plan, Mom, because if I give them that idea, they might decide to do something similar at your house. So. But that's not my fault.
I'm still not seeing the downside.
Oh, goodness. Yep.
Could become, a tradition. Like
Yep.
for a couple of years, my mom and I had this little Olaf from Frozen figurine we got from the dollar store, and we would just hide it
Yeah.
around.
We have
Like I would put my shoes on in the morning, and Olaf would be in my shoe.
we've got this really creepy little elf at our office that shows up at Christmas time. It's not like an elf on the shelf. It's like a
Oh,
big, like 2 foot, 3 foot tall doll stuffed thing. It's very flat. It's very weird and very creepy. And
I say that sounds horrible.
it just circulates through the office and ends up in different people's chairs and on their computer desks and in front of the monitors. And if you get the elf, you have to hide it for someone else for the next day. It's a thing.
I'd totally break into someone's car and put it in their car.
I just recently heard about Duck Duck Jeep. Did
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Is
was a
that like
thing.
Moo Moo Subaru?
I don't know. Um, Apparently it's a thing that you get little rubber duckies and just leave them on the hood of a Jeep. And that's why when you drive around, there are a bunch of Jeeps that just have like rows of duckies in their front
Oh.
window. It's because people leave ducks for them because it's a game, I guess, called Duck Duck Jeep, and people
Yeah.
just do it in parking lots. Someone at work told me
I,
about this. I'm like, that's
yeah.
weird, but okay, I guess. You do you.
From what I've heard, typically it's like other Jeep owners do it with each other. It's like if
Oh,
you're
okay.
in the Jeep owner club,
Gotcha.
that's part of what you do.
Okay. That's
I think they do it
fun.
with cows and Subarus.
That's so weird. Okay. I will not tell Nora about it. No. Because that's the oldest of the nibblings, who is
Mm.
very into rubber ducks and would probably ask for a Jeep just for the rubber duck part. So, a couple of years before we have to worry about getting her a car, I think.
Be here before you know it.
Oh, I know. She's almost. My blanket is almost as old as her.
Oh.
The blanket is a little bit younger. I didn't realize how old that was. I'm feeling things.
Oh,
I started it a while ago. I feel bad that I've been working on something for 11 years.
that
Except it is a
blanket's about
scrap
to,
project, so
yeah.
it may
That
not
blanket's
actually
about
ever.
to go through puberty.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know that this
Okay,
blanket will work.
obviously a KAL or an MAL is a knit along or a make along. What is a GAL?
A gift
Gift
along.
along.
Ah,
And an MKAL is a mystery knit along, where
mm-hmm.
you get clues. But we're
And you
not.
can say Cal, and it could be K or C for knit or crochet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're someone who participates in lots of KALs and writes capital KAL all the time, your phone starts to autocorrect to capital KAL, which doesn't work really well when you suddenly have a friend who plays a character by the name of Cal, spelled KAL. And
So you're
every
just
time you talk about it, you're
shouting,
yelling the name.
"Cal!"
I'm like, I have to go back and fix it every time. Gotta untrain the phone. It's fine.
Oh my god. I just found a duck sweater with dragon scales on it.
I love that. You're gonna have the prettiest pup. The
She does love her clothes.
fanciest girl. Awesome. Well, I think that's probably it for us for tonight, hey?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. We did a lot of look at that dog. Look at that pattern. If you're not already in our Discord, you should go check it out. Let me find the link here to invite people to our permanent.
That is
Why
so
does
cool.
it keep expiring? Generate a new link that never expires. And now I'm pasting it. So if you want to join our Discord, you can just click on the link in the chat. Come join our Discord. In our general channel, we are talking about all the fun D&D-ster patterns we're finding. So
Yeah.
come check us out. We're cool. And also join us so that you can enter the next giveaway, because that will be a thing that happens in a couple weeks. But yeah, I think that's it for now. We will be back in 2 weeks, which will be the 28th of February.
Sounds right.
Doing the math, yes, yes. The day before the leap year, which throws everything off.
We can talk about what we're going to do with our extra day.
Yes.
Get more knitting in.
There we go. I mean, that is what I do when I get the extra hour every year. Just more knitting. It's fine. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Appreciate it very much. And we will see you back in 2 weeks' time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.